Keep on recording this? I'm not sure.
Oh, are you recording?
Yes! I was like, whoa.
Pause.
Hold on.
Rewind.
Start recording.
Dost thou even hoist?
Yeah. Oh, does hoist.
Right. But seriously.
All right.
It's funny as shit.
It's funny shit. It's very funny shit. Ugh.
Fuck.
Just here eating rabbit food.
You back in your cut?
It's a rest day for me.
Okay.
I was eating a big chicken salad with a bunch of avocado oil and mayonnaise in it.
Jeez.
Delicious.
Mayonnaise is all.
I tried an apple, but I ate so much fucking disgusting shit this weekend, it doesn't matter.
That was me last weekend.
God,
Wagyu beef.
shit. I had some Wagyu last night. Wagyu sirloin.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I just had
Wagyu ribeye.
like rice. Actually, I didn't even eat that much at all yesterday. To be honest, it was a crazy freaking the day before.
Oh, you are recording. Are you recording? Is it? Oh, you're recording.
I am recording this.
Stuck, you need to try Wagyu A5. That shit will change your
What?
You need to try Wagyu A5.
I'm gonna Wagyu A5. Dude, I love finger guns. Dude, finger guns make everything cool, no matter what you do. Just finger guns.
Right.
Okay,
You're not big enough.
All right. What'd you say?
I said you're not big enough.
I don't need to be big enough. I can just pick you up and throw you.
Because he can bench press the world, bro. Like,
Bodybuilders look like they can bench press the world. Powerlifters do bench press the world.
Okay, I know your mascot is the Hulk, but I am not Loki.
You low-key could be.
Did you hear that Chris Hemsworth is no longer going to be freaking Thor and they're replacing him with a woman?
what?
That happened in the comments. Yeah, no, that happened.
I know, but I still don't like it.
Eh. If it happens in the comments, I'm not upset. If they,
Yeah, I thought that was
in the
really
comments,
good.
whatever it is.
The way they did that.
Switching it from THOR to THOT?
No, I don't think they are. I think just that's what it. I get the joke, but it was just Thor. But
Yeah.
It was like Gene Foster.
This is
or whatever.
female Thor, yeah, Jane Foster.
Well, I'm a purist because
I was like, what?
in mythology, the real god of thunder.
I know.
well,
It's not-
this is comments. It's not mythology exactly per se. It's modified mythology.
It's a separate world.
Because in actual mythology, like Thor and Loki don't have that same relationship either.
No.
Hmm.
And, Loki spit out a giant serpent.
What's that dog's name?
Ragnar or Fenrir.
Yeah, Fenrir.
Three-headed dog.
Jesus, like fucking Greek mythology is so ridiculous.
It's fucking awesome.
It's Norse mythology.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Norse.
they're kind of all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, they are. Most of them are.
And
They're cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I love the idea of Valhalla. You go to a freaking world where all you do is fight all day. You freaking die. You go to a freaking table with a bunch of freaking chicks, freaking mead, all the food you can eat.
Beer, alcohol,
kill stuff again.
And you just battle it out and just fight to the death and just live a life. Oh my god, that's fucking great. Like I
You can tell that was a male-centric mythology.
Oh hell yeah,
Oh god. I wonder why they even like thought about that as like a mythological concept.
Because they could.
Yeah. Look at they were like, you Greeks are a bunch of pussies.
It's like fuck you guys.
You're on top of a mountain. Well, we have the entire world suspended from a fucking tree.
Literally, it's like
You got Olympus? Okay, say hi to fucking Idrisil.
yeah, right.
I played a lot of God of War,
Yeah.
so I'm spun up on this.
Mm.
That game is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, the last one was pretty good.
Yeah, the newest one.
The one with the kid?
Yeah, that great game was freaking awesome. And
I never played it, but I watched it for sure.
I birthed the god of mischief.
Loki?
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't think you did. It was Baldar or Balder or something like that.
No, like
Ball Dad?
No, it's not Odin.
Atreus, his son, is Loki.
Yeah, I know. That was at the end, but the guy fuck, what's his name? Kratos.
Balder didn't give birth to him.
No, but the guy who Kratos was fighting, what was his name?
Yeah, Balder.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, the one that was weak to freaking mistletoe.
fucking dead. That was so ridiculous.
So yeah, the thing that we kiss under a freaking Christmas is his weakness.
I'll give him a mistletoe.
I'll give you a fucking toe missile.
Is that a song by like Mariah Carey or some shit?
Oh, you like Kiss Me Under the Mistletoe?
I don't know. All I remember, whenever I think of mistletoe, I think of Futurama. And you have freaking Evil's robot Santa. Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile.
Dude, that show was fucking great.
I miss that show.
Oh my god. I don't think Futurama could possibly be in like today's time.
Dude, most shows could
be in today's time.
Yeah, dude. It's like
The Simpsons is too. I'm surprised The Simpsons did not have a Pizzagate episode.
Right?
They predicted everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Park kind of was here for a while. I don't know what happened, but it was like doing really, really good, and then
they're on a break between seasons. So.
Yeah, but like I think they're also renewed for like 3 to 4 more seasons.
Oh yeah, they're gonna shit on everybody. That's what they do.
Yeah, because we need like comedy like that. Comedy,
hell yeah,
like it's fucking ridiculous. It's great, and like everyone can just sit there and just actually realize, hey, this is what the fuck is going on, and then they just laugh and nothing happens.
you like laugh, then you just go, fuck, it's true. It's the worst part of it. You laugh about it, then you sigh because you're like, fuck, that's reality. It's not like that's not just a TV show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, I think that even though they would get canceled for it, I just wish that South Park would do an episode on things that are going on right now.
Dude,
that
would be the epitome of cancel culture right there.
Yeah.
That would be like the next season, probably.
It'd be the last season.
What do you mean the last season?
Because they'd probably be the victim of cancel culture?
Yeah, if they did, that would be their last season. Like, they'd fucking get canceled so fast.
Oh, they should do it. It's like they should just.
They have so much money. I don't know why they don't just do it anyways. Who gives a fuck?
Dude, they should fucking do it, dude. Like, you can't cancel South Park. Like, nobody gives a fuck about South Park. Like, people literally, like, South Park has been going on for so many years, kind of like calling everything out, and yet, like, they haven't even touched it. People love South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people fucking love South Park.
They got rid of the greatest grossing movie in history.
Yeah, like.
Got rid of Gone with the Wind.
I mean, South Park.
Gone with the Wind made the equivalent of like $5 billion.
Mm.
Oh, I'm so fucking mad, dude.
It's crazy.
Who peed in your Cheerios?
I'm just looking at fucking open powerlifting, and it's like looking at the numbers I would have had this weekend. But it's cool.
So what's next time? Just try out.
Oh no, because come November, it's in a fucking. I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings.
Yeah. See, that's the attitude.
Bad. No, like I've already. Yeah, I've been talking to someone. It's me moving into a monolith. The style, like the style of rap that I used this past weekend. My buddy Jason that came out and rapped me. I had never tried that style before.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally was able to hit, like, I got 755, you know, it didn't hit depth, you know. Everyone said it was, like, right there, like, at depth. So it can be subjective, you know. Sometimes, like, depth is one of those, like, it is what it is, you know. But,
I thought, wait a second. I thought powerlifting can't be subjective. They're the numbers. The number says
well, it is
subjective when it comes to form.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one like subjectivity when it comes to powerlifting. I'm saying it's far less subjective than bodybuilding all day.
I could see that.
But I mean, no, and there are some organizations that favor like certain lifters like very, very heavily.
USAPL.
Are you implying what I think you're implying?
What?
That they fucked you over?
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Not recording. No. So, no, even the fact that the way 755 moved, like I had like another 10 or 15 pounds left in me, and my buddy Jason, who rapped me, he's gonna send me like a video on like how to practice that rap. Yeah. And at the Kern, I'll be in a monolith, which is basically you get set up underneath it. And most people, like, if you can transition to a monolith versus a walkout, you lose or you use less energy because you literally just you stand up and unrack, and they pull the lever. And the spotter arms come out from underneath you. So I just press up and then squat. So it's a lot. I conserve a lot of energy, and some lifters can get a solid, 15, 20, even 30 pounds extra out of a squat. So if I'm, I push 755, add 10 or 15 pounds on top, theoretically, I'll probably be pushing close to 800, if not over 800 by November for this meet at 181, sub 181. So I'll probably spend the next 20 weeks. Well, this week is a deload, so I only do like machine work. I don't touch any barbell, which is fucking boring. I feel like a bodybuilder for a week. What's that?
Feels good.
But no, yeah. So I'll have about 19 weeks to really put in a lot more work on my bench and deadlift. I'm gonna do a lot of sumo. Practice with the belt because I've never really used a belt on deadlift, which I think hammered me out a little bit. But I was telling Gavin earlier, when I went to do after my water cut and my weigh-ins Friday, I was supposed to add in creatine after weigh-ins just to help get water back out, and I fucking totally forgot to get it. So like all Friday, I drank a fuck ton of water and electrolytes and ate food, but my fucking gut was just like distended because I couldn't get the water out fast enough. So
there's another thing in Dr. Scott's book. He actually mentions how creatine actually helps glucose uptake. So it kind of acts like a glucose disposal agent of sorts.
Yeah. So really, all those carbs and all the shit I had Friday like didn't kick in until probably today. Yeah.
They're good way of glycogen and your water to lubricate your skin or your
yes. Oh, dude, it's like earlier. I walked out in front of like around the mirror on the corner, and I was just like, I was like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of carbs. So I mean, it's something you live and learn. I've never done like the water cut, the distilled water type, method that pulls all the minerals out. But
it makes sense because you used what water did you use?
Distilled water.
Yeah, distilled water pulls minerals.
Yeah, so Tuesday I cut sodium at noon, and I started drinking distilled water that day, and that's when like Wednesday morning I woke up 184 like just fucking dry looking. But at the same time, I don't know what happened between then and Thursday because like Wednesday I kept drinking water to get my meals in, and I don't know if I just couldn't digest or something because I was like 194 Wednesday night after just drinking all that distilled water. I gained like 10 pounds. So, I mean, I'll find out. I might not have to do the distilled method, though.
That's so weird that you mentioned that because in bodybuilding, we do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Well, I mean, I salt and water loaded starting 7 days out. So Friday, before 7 days out from weigh-ins. So Friday, I bumped up to around 2.75 gallons from about 1.75, so I added about a gallon on top, and I literally salted everything, like full sodium soy sauce. I was probably getting about 13 grams of salt a day, maybe 15. Could have been pushing even.
It tanks your aldosterone.
Yeah, and then Sunday I bumped up my water intake and added more salt, and then Tuesday at noon I cut all salt and I was drinking distilled water. So I mean, I did like it fucking everything pulled out. Just, I mean, I think what I would do is maybe push, instead of doing that Tuesday, push it back to Wednesday, since I responded so fast, and then just wake up Thursday and be pulled out. It just depends. I mean, it's all subjective. All this shit for me is really a learning experience. Is I'm still, this weekend is technically my 4th meet, my 2nd reps and my 4th meet competing since last May, which is a lot of fucking meets within a year and a half. It's 4 meets, and I have another one in November. So, and then depending on because the turn is normally in April, so if they turn around and redid the turn again in April. From November, if I turn around and did the turn again, that would be 6 meets within 2 years. Yeah. But it is what it is when you're trying to climb to the top.
Just gotta do it.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's fun. I like it, dude. It really is fun. It's a fun learning experience. I enjoy fucking pushing heavy objects. It's good times.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way for me with bodybuilding. Like, I don't like necessarily lift like ridiculous amount of weights, but just being able to go in there and just lift just heavy enough weights to kind of just like stimulate your muscle growth. It's fucking,
yeah.
It's like, that's fucking insane. Some like super physiological fucking like scientific bullshit.
Well, I still think, and that's why there's a lot more machine work too for bodybuilders nowadays. Like, y'all still need some. I still like sticking to the old methods that I think bodybuilders need to be doing, like some heavy compound movements. Maybe closer to the show. Yeah, pull them out just from a CNS fatigue. But dude, off season, like if you can squat your fucking ass off. If you can deadlift your, like everyone's, it makes your midsection. Motherfucker, it does not make your midsection big.
Chris Bumstead freaking deadlifts like 650.
Yeah. You know what makes people's midsection big that I fucking cannot stand seeing people do in the gym all the time? Motherfucker, that's training your internal oblique.
Yeah.
Pushes it out. Well, I'm training my obliques by doing this. Like, no, that's your.
Oh, is that the side bend?
External, yes, dude. Or they're just doing this.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. That is so stupid. That is
if you're an athlete like me, that can make sense. Like that, it's okay to have that strength in internal, but most athletes don't even know how to control their TVA, like their transverse abdominis and everything. Like, which is why I do stuff like my levers. Like, to be able to do levers, like you have to have very complete abdominal control. So that's why I do a lot of my gymnastic style shit. Like, how many powerlifters do you see doing handstands on a fucking BOSU ball?
Not a lot.
No, especially handstand push-ups for reps on a BOSU ball. Not fucking many.
Yeah.
So
that takes me back to when I started lifting weights.
And you're doing calisthenics? You don't have to pull a bar? One of those guys in your sweatpants?
I did something like that, but not something like that. I basically got into like doing like parkour and like those tutorial tricking kind of videos.
Oh, God.
And then, I was like a pretty big kid. I was probably like maybe like 180, 185-ish. I could fucking like jump up the air and just fucking like spin around and then just land on one leg and just fucking like do a 540 turn. And
you would yell parkour. Okay. That's way too much anime is what it was growing up. You watching that? Fuck yeah, dude. Imagine you're doing like tricks and shit.
Oh, dude, I totally was.
Too much of the
I totally was, dude. I could fucking jump over cars. I could like jump over like the top of fucking buildings and just like land like over like a 20-foot tall building and just fucking rolled over just so I can like decrease the impact of like damage. It's gonna hurt my knee. Like, oh, dude, it was the funnest thing ever. So many like fucking science into it. Like, just imagine being like a 185-pound dude just fucking jumping off the top of a fucking 20-foot tall building.
Yeah,
like,
it's fun.
Like, what?
Yeah. I used to do shit like that all the time, dude.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I need to start stretching more.
I just shoot guns.
Yeah, I shoot guns too.
Yeah.
I do need to start stretching more. It was fun. I was listening to David Goggins' "Can't Hurt Me" on Audible. I was like finishing out today, and he talked about like, dude, he's a fucking animal. I know. So it was when he was talking about like towards like the end of it, like towards like later, I think like in his late 30s, he was like running, and his body started fucking falling apart. And he remembers like he was like laying in bed, and he like felt a knot in the back of his head, and then his fucking hip flexors. And he remembers like when he like during Buds, they had this dude who came out and was a decathlon or decathlete, and like taught them like these stretching techniques to open up the psoas and everything. And that's when, because he's like the one I think that brought it into like. Psoas was pretty big, but like he brought the idea of like maintaining and stretching the psoas, like keeping them released. I think it was David Goggins who like really brought that into the mainstream coverage whenever he spoke about it in his books.
I never actually read any of his books at all, but the things that he's done as an individual is very
oh, it's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it really is. It also brings me to the topic of willpower. It's always this conversation I was having in my head. That when you think about that concept of willpower, you know how like people have like, let's say, are smarter than another person, like someone has like a high IQ, someone has like a low IQ and stuff like that, and some of those stuff can all just be like genetics, but it can also be like influenced by other factors.
Yeah.
So imagine if the concept of willpower is on a spectrum.
Dude, I don't know if you and I've had the conversation or I've had it with someone. I kind of like I would think willpower is like, I think that has like a genetic thing too. I think like some people have it or don't.
Yeah,
and I think it's something you can't train. It's just like you're either gonna have it or you won't.
Yeah, and it's really weird because like, just a lot of people don't have the willpower to go beyond what's beyond the wall.
No,
like, no. Stop at the wall. I'm sorry. I kind of want to get close to the wall, but I don't want to. It's like just fucking break it.
and that's what he talks about in that. And I even have in some of my fucking poetry the idea of breaking through that wall, but you know he was talking about when he was doing the Guinness Book World Record attempts at pull-ups within a 24-hour window, and he said the second time he tried it, like he's sitting there and he like stopped and his hands are basically like, you know, it's down to the fucking dermal and shit, you know, and his mom's taking him to the hospital because, you know, rhabdo's setting in and all kinds of shit like that, and he said it got real silent, and she like looked at him and basically was like, so when are you doing it again? Like she knew he was already thinking like, okay, this is the amount of time I'm gonna need for my body to heal back up to attempt this again. Like she knows her son so much that it wasn't one of those maybe it's just, you know, it's not for everybody. Some people can't do that. Like he just has that fucking mindset where it's like, I'm going to throw myself at this until it either breaks me or I break through. And that's kind of like, you know, I've had people look at me and me stepping into the sport and doing this, and I get it because he talks about that in his book, that when you aim to become uncommon amongst uncommon men, the nature of who you are as a person, you're going to make other people feel bad about themselves. Like, because you hold yourself to such a high standard, and your achievements to you aren't something you boast about, like you're not caring about your accolades, that it makes other people feel bad that they're not trying more. Like the nature of you just wanting to, the willpower just pushes you along so fast, makes people feel lazy. And I mean, I've had some experience with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the more you push through so many like obstacles and challenges, you just see the people behind you are just like, oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah. Well, it's also, you know, I was talking with someone earlier, and they were talking about this thing they read online, and it was like, the reason why strangers support you more than your friends is because the strangers only see what you're wanting to do, and your friends, they know where you came from, and they're mad that you're able to do what you did despite that fact. And I was like, motherfucker, dude. That's why you see people on Instagram that support you so much, because the people I knew growing up, family or friends, they're like, they only support you so much because they're in their mind, they're thinking like, well, how the fuck did he come from this and he's doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's like, dude, that made so much sense, because a lot of people around you, they're going to support you, but then when you start doing better, they're going to be like,
it's not even that. For me personally, like a lot of people around me, like, yeah, they never really like supported it.
Oh, hell no.
Start or anything. But it was really weird. It's also really strange because you're gonna get a lot of people who didn't like support you from the beginning, but you're also gonna get people who are gonna be like, wow, that's amazing, that's incredible, they're doing it. And you also want to push those people to be better as well. It's
Hell
a
yeah.
contagious disease in a sense.
And that's why like the online community is good in a sense for stuff like that. Like you and I had that conversation, through Instagram the other day. We were talking about, some people just have genetics that they should be using, but they don't.
Dead. Yeah.
And and we were talking about me, and it's like, I just have that mindset where it's like, I'm going to fucking do that. Like, and no matter what anyone looks at me, or no matter what limitations someone wants to put on me, my mind's already past those limitations. Like, I've already thought far beyond that. I mean, I'm not there yet. Like, my mind's looking at the end. That's like, I'm thinking like 2,100 pounds at 181 in reps. So 1,900, that's a step. And people were like, you can't make those jumps. And I'm like, that's what you think. And yeah, like, I'm not going to just fucking make those jumps, but it's like, the moment you put a limitation upon something, the body's going to fall forward. Or it falls back because you've put that limitation. If you take the limitation and you stretch it way beyond, the brain says, hey, dude, we got some catching up to do. And the body's like, okay, let's go. But if I'm like, hey, here's the limitation, the brain's like, hey, man, it's only that far. And the body's like, it's like in a race. If you say, let's say you're on a run and you're fucking tired, like, okay, I'll stop at a mile, and you have a mile marker. Well, let's say you're like, you know what? I'm running. I'm going to run to this. I'm going to that point over there.
Yeah.
Then your body kicks in. It's like they tell you, what do they say? All the best sprinters sprint 110 meters. They don't sprint for the 100 meters. They fucking sprint for 110 meters. Because if you fucking think of running 100 meters, you're slowing down before you get there. You run through that goal.
Basically, I think I have the exact same thing, where like when I compete or when I do anything like during prep, like I'm not gonna lie, when I'm off season, I kind of half-ass shit a little. Like,
yeah.
I literally do.
It's okay.
It's kind of annoying. I realize that I do this, and I think that's like one of my major downfall.
But the best part is you know it.
Yeah, but like when it comes to prep, I'm just like, all right, like I like literally before I start prep for like the past 3 to 4 years, 5 years or whatever, before I'm like, all right, it's Monday, it's this day I'm gonna start prep. I literally just like sit, look in the mirror for like 30 minutes. And then when I think about like, all right, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do better than I did last time, I have to train harder, I have to eat more, I have to learn how to eat, I have to learn what I'm going to do, how I'm going to fix all these like problems. And I like sit there, I just literally just like.
You overwhelm yourself.
But no. But
okay.
I like just sit there and I think about, all right, okay, these are all my responsibilities. And then this is what I'm going to have to do if I start this. And like the moment I said and when I agree that both like my mind and my body are like connected and that is the goal. They just,
you find your connecting
like,
point.
Okay,
yeah.
You can't half-ass this fucking prep. It's literally, it's like a little switch. It's like,
yeah, man. Everyone has their switch, and that's pretty cool. You have that one, dude. That fucking works.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then I just stay focused, and I've been doing pretty good the last few years. Really, been making pretty good progress. So.
Yeah, you made a fuck ton of progress, dude.
It's nice. I mean, I think the one thing that people also have to realize about like bodybuilders or just competitive athletes is that they don't ever like see the progress they made.
Fuck no.
They're always like thinking ahead. Okay, we got here. All right, what's next? And they're just like never like fully satisfied with just like their goals and their progress. And I think that's one of the weirdest things that like people don't really realize. They feel like, oh, bodybuilders, powerlifters, competitive athletes are just satisfied with how they are. It's what's the deal? They're cool.
Oh, it's the idea I've told people: content but always hungry, or content but never happy, and that's okay. It's God, man, it's so dope that I actually listened to that book today. But it's the idea, like, David Dawkins in that book talks about the idea of happiness, and it's like happiness was never something he cared for.
Yeah.
And I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, dude. I'm like, that's fucking me. Like, I've always been a person like, happiness is cool, but I've always understood like it comes and goes. Like ultimately, like I've always seeked growth, and that's always when you're uncomfortable. That's always within chaos. That's always within pain and suffering. Like happiness, man. How the fuck does he say it in Deadpool? Life is. Damn it, Gavin. What does he say?
Hold on. Google.
Ryan Reynolds. Life is. Yeah, Deadpool. Life is, and it's something of happiness.
Life is a series of train wrecks.
Yes.
Okay, I found it. Life is a series of train wrecks with only
brief commercial breaks of happiness.
Yes, and that's fucking true, dude. Like the idea that society has created this idea of like happiness, like oh, happy, fuck that, dude. Like it's called the pursuit of happiness. Like these things need to be pursued. You're not just happy. Like that idea of like happiness as a state has created complacency. It's created like stagnation in society. It's created this fucking bullshit acceptance movement. Like I don't accept you. I don't accept you. Y'all don't accept me. But we accept our fucking selves. That's all the fuck that matters in the end of the day. Like, I don't need anyone to accept me because I accept myself.
Yeah,
that's why I wear crop tops, silkies, and fucking Crocs, dude. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, because it's created fucking weak people.
Yeah, it's created the idea that people they rely on others' validations, and like social media, dude. That's like the one downfall of social media is like. Social media can create stuff like this, like these situations we're able to do this, and that's cool and that's beautiful. Like you learn a lot from that, but there's also there's always an equal and opposite reaction to fucking anything. So where there's going to be like that light from social media, there's also the equal in darkness, and we understand now that media loves to focus a lot more on the darkness than they do the light. So
yes,
and you look at social media in general, like. There's a lot more focus on fakeness and the bullshit. Like if you open Explorer, how many times are you gonna open up and see like actual things popping up? Like if you don't have social media and you make an Instagram and you open up Explorer, I can promise you the shit that's gonna pop up on Explorer the most is gonna be the fakest shit. Like if you don't follow anyone, you just create a new account, it's gonna be the fakest fucking shit because that's what's popular. So. But that also, I mean, I think that's like been almost in a weird sense, like fucking with our willpower in society because people are require less of it because of life is so easy now.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's insane how much like simpler life is back to like early like 2000s. Like I remember.
Hey. It's hard, dude. It's so hard living in America now.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It only gets harder. Like it only gets harder. It's insane.
It's so hard in America that people are flocking here. Hell, people in Hong Kong are literally holding up American flags, talking about how much they wish they were here. So that's how bad it is in America.
I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic. Are you being sarcastic?
Stay here.
No, I'm being fucking honest. They fucking want to be here. People in Hong Kong are literally trying to escape fascism to come to fascist America, according to the fascist people in America that are fighting fascism.
Hey.
Hey, fascism!
Hey. There's like that fucking like shrug meme.
Just do Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm gonna watch that. But
it's a classic, dude. It's a classic.
Although watching like watch those dudes in Chaz, I don't know what to do with these guns.
Man.
That city was
they're scary, but I love them now.
That city was just a mental asylum.
It really was, dude. Like that was.
So yeah, 6-block asylum.
It's like freaking like grown-ass adults in like a mental institute, and it's acceptable.
Like, grown-ass.
Surprisingly, a lot of people were homeless, man.
It's like a 6-block by 6-block freaking messed up daycare center.
Yeah, like fuck.
It was like a daycare center where the adults just decide to take the afternoon off.
This was in Seattle, right?
Yeah, Chaz. Yeah, Seattle. Well, I think the mayor. Man, what did I just see recently?
There was like they like threatened him to like either take down whatever was going on, or he can just walk away. He like walked away, and then when he walked away, then it was just like, all right, time to get Chaz going. And
yeah, when they first started, the mayor was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be like the summer of love. We got freaking food trucks here and everything."
And then the homeless people like ate it all.
That show's so hilarious, dude.
Hey,
we need more food.
We need fruit and we need oatmeal.
Yeah, so that was great.
Like, well, I'll give you some chicken and steak. It's like, ew, meat. You're cruel. You know what's the most fucked up thing I've seen lately? There's like a video going around. These idiots throwing freaking like big ass firecrackers in New York, and they threw one at a fucking homeless guy, and it blew up. Probably killed the dude.
What?
Sleep. They threw a big ass like an M80 at him,
Mhm.
and it blew up right on him.
What?
Like I think like it didn't go like underneath his coat and catch his ass on fire.
Oh no! I just saw a big ass explosion. I'm like, what the fuck are people doing?
Oh shit! Whoa! Fuck! God damn it!
What?
Are we doing this?
Oh fuck! Were we not supposed to go down this route?
No, we're not.
Remove the rabbit hole. Edit out the rabbit hole.
Fuck! Shit! You know what? Fuck it, dude.
Fuck it.
It's not like
YOLO.
It's not like people have anything better to do, anyways. I feel like they need to be like.
What are they to do? Cancel us?
I mean,
Probably gonna charge us with hate crime or something.
they really can't because it's like a black dude, like a white dude who's in Texas, and it's one of the.
Hey, you're actually not like according to them. You won't. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Hold on, I'm stopping this.
You're talking with two white dudes. You're clearly not black anymore.
Well, according to
Hey, wait. Even though you're actually a very literal African American, a legitimate from Africa to America African American.
I know it's fucking interesting. Like, so, like a part of me wanted to just like hit the like stop, but a part of me doesn't. It's like.
Well, it's probably because you're a little high. So. It's true.
I was
For your guns,
All right. Fuck. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to stop, we can always go back. It doesn't matter. Or you can like cut it and be like, oh, we lost signal in the middle of the video.
Now I gotta edit the shit, and I know why.